You one waiting and can't add. They are waiting for this. Excellent. One. Start. एकदम सारो लेबसले लेबना अझै हामी प्लेयर छौँ त అక్కడే మాట్లాడకండి సార్ సార్ అక్కడే మాట్లాడకండి యూట్యూబ్ లో వస్తుంది అది ఇదిగో ఆల్రెడీ వస్తుంది మీ వాయిస్ ఒకటి పెట్టి
On the auspicious occasion of Amrit Kal Vimash, Viksit Bharat at 2047 to engage in thoughtful discussions about the path towards developed India. Viksit Bharat at 2047 is the vision of the Government of India to transform the nation into a developed entity by the centenary of its independence in 2047. This ambitious vision encompasses various aspects of development. The term Viksit Bharat encapsulates this vision. A Bharat that harnesses its immense potential, overcomes challenges, and emerges as a global leader. The Amrit Kal Vimash, Viksit Bharat at 2047, is a significant endeavor aimed at advancing India's development. Under this initiative, various educational institutions are organizing workshops to empower youth towards their goals. It's a historic time when India is taking a crucial step towards its progress. The Amrit Kal, golden era, demands round the clock effort from all citizens. The youth are both agents of this transformation and beneficiaries. The roadmap for a developed India has been charted not only by the government but also by the nation. But achieving its requirements, collective endeavor. In summary, Amrit Kal Vimash, Viksit Bharat at 2047 is a transformative journey where youth, guided by a shared vision, contribute to India's progress. It's a call to action, a commitment to building a better tomorrow for generations to come. Now, it's my honor and privilege to welcome our distinguished guests and dignitaries who have graced us with their presence today. Firstly, Firstly, I would like to welcome our respected principal, Dr. K. Srilata ma'am. Entrepreneurship. I'm profusely elated to take this opportunity to introduce our guest speaker of the day. Let us extend a heartfelt welcome to Dr. Shruti Bhargava choubey, our esteemed speaker for today. His insights will illuminate our path towards development. Welcome, ma'am. Dr. Shruti Bhargava choubey has been a core academician and a research enthusiast with 17 years of dedicated work in prestigious institutions across India. Dr. Shruti Bhargava choubey is working as a CEO of Sreenidhi Ascent Center for Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Intelligence. She has been always been passionate towards taking challenging career paths. She is working towards promoting entrepreneurship among youth to help the aspiring entrepreneurs and existing startups from various regions of India. She has filed more than 150 research publications in national and international journals. She also has patents. Her pioneering efforts in the domain of research and supporting startups in mentoring has been inspiring for youth student entrepreneurs who just have started their entrepreneurial journey. She has been supporting student entrepreneurs from various colleges in the region to support the potential talent with required resources. She has produced 17 MTech degrees and AMP, guided more than 70 BTech projects. She is senior member of Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers IEEE, member of Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers IETE, New Delhi, and International Association of Engineers IAENG. She worked in different positions like Dean Academic and HOD with numerous capacities. She was awarded MP Young Scientist Fellowship 2015 and received MP Council Fellowship in 2014 for her contribution to research. Her educational qualifications are PhD in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Dr. K. M. Modi University, Jaipur, MTech in Digital Communication, BE in Electronics and Communication Engineering from RGPP Bhopal. Now I request our respected principal, Dr. K. Srilata Garu, to address the gathering. Give a nice introduction of today's event. Respected chief guest for today's program, Srimati Shruti ma'am, and the coordinators. I request the faculty coordinators to be out of there. Sarita and then Shravati. Yes. my dear students. Very good morning, Mananga. Good morning. Some of you might be knowing about this particular event, and some of you are having some thoughts, and some of you might not be having an idea about this. How many of you heard about this Vikasit Bharat word and Amritkal Vikasit Bharat 2047? Whoever listens to the PM statement, whoever listened to the, only one hand, two hands, very good. Right? You raise your hands. How many of you have heard about this particular word? Word. So, can anyone tell me what do you mean by that? I mean, like, what is that you heard about that? Just word or intention behind that, or non thing that is required behind that? Can anyone? You heard about that? Even what is the motto behind the word that's being given? Like by 2047, we'll become independent India with 100 years. The main aim of the government of India is to have more entrepreneurs rather than people working for them. Because India is a very rich country in terms of knowledge. May not be money. Like we may say that we are a developing country. Right? We don't say we are a developed country. The days when I was young, they say that we were in the backward, in lag country. And now the word that we are saying is India is a developing country. And by 2047, by having so many young engineers, by having the knowledge and ideas of the young engineers developed into the ideas, developed into different things, the main aim of government of India is to make India as a developed country. They want to have the word to be attached to India as a development. So, with that motto, the government of India has started this word Vikasit Bharat by 2047. Now, again, they use the word Amritkal Vikasit Bharat because as of now, people are not being called to give their ideas, to give their thought process, a provision for their ideas to develop them into a product and then making it marketized and then to have more industries. So now this is the precious time. This 25 years of period is the precious time wherein which government wants to have the younger generation to develop their ideas, to develop more startups. For the past 4 to 5 years only we are hearing this word startup. Earlier to that, people do not have much idea on the startup. I mean, they have not heard any word about that. And it's a dream come true for a person to become an entrepreneur. They'll struggle hard. They'll not be having any idea how to develop their ideas, how to make it industry, how to develop their product, how to make it market ready, right? And how to sell it off. All these things are not aware. Like people who are already an industrialist, and if their children are coming into the industry, used to become industrialists, not a common man. People were not having much idea about that. Now, for the past 5 years, Government of India also has taken an initiative to impart knowledge in higher education institutions and to give awareness amongst all the students who are studying in higher education institutions, the guidelines, the procedures, how to have their own startup, even if it is a very simple idea. See, during COVID time, simple and very normal sort of ideas have also turned into a big industry. Like actually, people never used some sort of forks or something like that, right? Okay, and then digital sanitization, then providing like distance survey, like signal-based sanitizers. Hospitals and all have utilized that to a greater extent, and a small idea of one candidate has turned it into a bigger list. Right, so that provisions earlier were not there for even the younger generation to do so. So now, as we have huge knowledge that is available in terms of the younger generations from various higher educational institutions, as a part of government initiative to make it successful, AICTE along with the institutions have started this. Now, in 20 like that, every institute has started Institute Innovation Cell. Even our college also do have Institute Innovation Cell. So through that Institute Innovation Cell, the AICTE is asking the institutions to give awareness among all the students how to have their own startup and then how to make their idea into the next level, right? So we are also trying our level best to have workshops on entrepreneurship related activities. So to make this 2047 to be achievable by Government of India, they have taken one more step forward, and they are asking all the higher education institutions to have workshops amongst the interested and the various intelligent students to develop their ideas into different skills, and they are providing the resource person all over India. Like in this function only, we met the Shruti ma'am, and she was being associated with the ISC cell of Sreenidhi Institute, being an active member of that ISC cell. AICT has recognized her as a speaker for our today's event. In spite of her busy schedule, in spite of her research activities, in spite of other SARs, the director at Sreenidhi Institute, madam has given consent to deliver lecture related to this particular aspect. It's not just a lecture to sit for an hour, listen to her, and then leave the campus, leave the institute with your thoughts here in this seminar hall only. It's not like that. It's an interactive session. We want to have the next level to happen after this particular session. I know some of the students are participating in various hackathons, some of the students are presenting their ideas. When we conducted a project expo, I could see the first year student who has joined this institute just 2 months after his joining has presented various ideas. There are around 50 to 55 batches who has given their ideas, but their ideas are on to the marginal level. They need a push up, and then they need a support, they need a provision for their idea to be developed to the next level. If that is being given, if that idea is being given, and if that chance is given to a student, I know by the time you come out of you complete your 4-year degree, you will start your startup year itself. So just please listen to madam, have an interactive session, whatever the doubts that you have get clarified, and I want to have at least some of you to come up with your ideas to start your startup. Like we have even constructed a third floor for the research cell to be developed. We have a provision where you will be given with some system and space to the academic flexibility also will be given for such students. So I want to have you to interact with ma'am, know the methodologies and process from where to get participate in various hackathons where you will get different ideas, like where you will get even another idea to develop your product to the next level. You will get interaction with various people, you can be in touch with them, and then you'll get a chance to develop your program to the next level, product to the next level. So I request you to be very interactive in this session, and I want you to learn something from madam today before you leave this session, this hall, right? So thank you very much. I once again thank Shruti ma'am for accepting our request, and then I especially thank AICT for giving us an opportunity to organize this particular program and giving a chance to the younger generation of the Lady College to reach the next level, right? I hope you all will enjoy this session after this session, and I wish to see many more projects to come up, and then many more participations in various hackathons so that it can be develop to the next level of startup content and industry, right? I wish you good luck. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your thoughts and suggestions. Now I request Dr. Shruti Bhargava choubey to take over the today's development dialogue on the theme Think Like a Designer, Build for India, Design Thinking for Atmanirbhar Bharat. Welcome, ma'am. So before starting the session, I would like to thank Principal Ma'am, Secretary Sir, and both the coordinators, Ma'am, and the entire St. Peter Institute for accepting me as an expert for this talk. And this session is not going to be one-sided, definitely. So please be active throughout the sessions. No one will allow to sleep, definitely. So, voice especially backside, you will get a lots of opportunity to answer few questions. So please be active. Session, I think ma'am gave a very close introduction about what is this Amrit Kal Vimash Viksit Bharat, and how can we start or how can we be the part of from Vikassheel Bharat to Viksit Bharat. So you this gentry, or I can say blessed enough that we are taking part of our country's growth. The person named Sri Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, has taken uh, this initiative that he will change our country from Vikassheel to Bharat. And we, the all the Indians, we should help him to convert or to start with his vision. So we are happy. It's working.
Yeah, it's work. Right. That's for recording.
Yeah. So um, definitely we have to tell them, or we have to be the part of this initiative. Not even this initiative. We have to be the part of all the initiative that will convert yourself from a job seeker to job provider. That is actually the mission and motto of Ministry Innovation Cell and the Ministry of Education and the Government of India. So you are the part of this. Before start with this topic, I would like to introduce myself in a short. I'm Dr. Shruti Bhargava, working as a CEO of incubation center called Sreenidhi Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, where we are nurturing the students, we are helping them to start their startup from the idea to POC, then prototype, and the successful establishment of a startup company. Not for Sreenidhi, we are open for all the institute, and I'm happy to share with this platform that we have more than 17 startup in our incubation center. Out of 17, almost all the seven. So out of 70, few are from CMR College, CBR College, Rodar University, even Yale University. Those are the startup working with us. Those are the regular students. They are in third year and fourth year. They came. They have taken part in our one of the initiative called Idea Pitch Competition, where we have funded them of 3 lakhs to start their startup. They are last year out of 5 from external institute, 3 are converted to the startups. They have established their companies. And if you have visited that IARE regional meet, if you are the part of that, the Pat was who got the best idea award. He was incubating in Srinagar. So this is our small journey where we have partnered with the investors. All the good investors of the India nation are the part of Sreenidhi Ascent, and we are also supported by Ministry of Education. Ministry of Education supported us with the 2 projects. And MSME also we have 2 projects from MSME recently of 50 lakhs. So this is a small overview about Sreenidhi Ascent and what we are doing. So for you also, I'll urge whenever you will get an opportunity, and if you want to start a startup, just come and connect us through your institute. We will be collaborate and we will. Ma'am, very many thanks to ma'am. Ma'am came up with a proposal. Definitely, we will collaborate, ma'am, and we'll start working together for our growth and for their growth as well. So this is how I'm going to start the session. So design thinking. Yeah, a small question. How many of you know about the design thinking? What is actually a design thinking? Anyone heard about design thinking earlier? Raise your hands. Design thinking? No. So, design thinking is basically nothing. It's sort of a new fancy word, but thinking something of your routine life. Okay. For example, this iCard. Okay. This is basically a plain iCard. If you want to add on an entry management system with this, what you have to do? You have to add either a RFID or a barcode. Is it? This is called a design thinking. What you are doing? You are solving an small problems with the new innovative approach. Okay. Designing of the seminar hall. Is it? If you can observe previously, always the seminar hall either has a straight way. Okay. Never it been like this. What you can say? It's an innovative design. How it is possible? Because of design thinking. Is it? So these all are the small example of design thinking. Basically, if we will talk about Atmanirbhar India, so basically Atmanirbhar India is a national vision of our beloved Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to boost India's economy and technological independence. And design thinking is emerged as a very powerful tool for this. So start with the basics of design thinking. Basically, what is a design thinking and how it will work. So many years back, Einstein said that you cannot solve all the problems like how you have started or how those problems were started. You have to change your thinking. You have to change your state of mind while you're solving an existing problem. But you cannot thought how this problem initiated and how earlier it was resolved. Okay, design thinking is always not about get a new solution. Design thinking, you can modify the solution in an innovative way. Okay, how can you use less resources or how can you innovate the existing problem? That is design thinking will help you. So, if we can say we have a rapid changes in society. If I talk about it, when I was BTech student and when you are a BTech student, the time has changed drastically. From when I was a student, we have started with 2G, 2.5G, 3G, 3.5G. Then when I became a professor, 4G came, then LTE, long-term evaluation. Now this is the time of 5G. So I think this is the best example to define the generation changes. Generation changes in terms of technology, and if there is a change of technology, then definitely there is a change of mindset as well. When we are the student, when we was the student, we don't have option to Google and get the problems. We don't have ChatGPT. Now you guys have a ChatGPT. If you not study, okay, throughout the semester, just 2 hours, the syllabus is finished. Am I right or wrong? We are the tech student and we used to do that. See, when I was a student, we used to study before the exams. And I know the mindset of the student, 90% they are doing it. But this is not good. Actually, this is not good. But we are the engineers and engineers are always like that. So this is how we can say the mind change is required. The mindset is required. Okay. So we need to develop a new ways of thinking in order to design a better solution, services, and the experience of health problems. So this is the figure. I'm asking you. This is like sort of a wheel. Okay. So can you please tell me few of the famous inventions related to this? Answer in this slide only. So just say randomly fast. Fast. Then trolleys. Okay, good. Yes. So other part of Wheels only. So another example I will tell you is the generation of electricity with the wheels. Is it? Is it? Yes. So how it is? I'll give you the example of our Hyderabad only LTI Ramat Total. The polytechnic student, she made a device where she is using two wheels of a cycle and she is generating an electricity. With that, she is segregating the waste and this cottons. Okay, so two solution in a one prototype. This is called an innovation. When you can have an extra to solve multiple problems in a one prototype or in a one idea. Okay. So this is basically we can say that the wheels is the innovation, but wheels came with the many things. Alloy wheels, okay, and different designs. As soon as the new model of car comes, the new designs will come, the new type of wheels will come. Then you can see what type of innovation in the designing. That wheel designing will change the entire exterior of a car. Okay. See, whenever you are going to see a car or whenever you are going to buy a car, how will you differentiate the exterior? What is there? Body? That will be almost same. Okay. The design, sometimes straight is flat, back is flat. That is only what gave according to a car. It means brand, obviously. So brand that I'm going to brand only. So it's basically a wheels one. Okay. So how as much as innovation is there in the wheels, the beauty is being given to your car. So this is called an innovation. The theory of design thinking, we'll discuss this hardly for 5 minutes. Okay, because it is needed. You should know basically what is the design thinking. Basically, it's not at all a science. Okay, leave about what you have studied yet. It's not at all related to any of your tech concept and the basic studies. It's not even a religion. Basically, it's a capacity. How can you make your thinking integrative and innovative? Integrative and innovative means we have a pen of Parker, we have a pen of Renault. What make a difference in both the things? Both the pens. Material used. Cost. One person say grip. Yeah. And design. Design is the grip. Okay. If you check the grip of another pens and the Parker pens, it gave you a different level of feeling while writing. That feeling is captured by the Parker company who they came up with the solution. Can you see what they are doing? 5 rupees of pen, they are selling in 100, 150, 200, even the 500 rupees. When I was a student, it comes of 100 and 150. Now I purchased recently, the cost of that is almost 450 or 350 rupees. So they are not doing anything. Just slight innovation, slight modification, and the pan is here. So what gave them a successful innovation is the need of time. They have captured the need that we need to come up with this solution, and they captured the market, and now you can see they are also a successful company in that. If you want to buy a pen or if you want to gift someone a pen, you don't have any other option than Parker. That is the best. You can get a pair or you can get even two pairs also in a one box. And the cost affordable. Okay. So that is. So basically, design thinking is a human-centered approach, as I said, to innovation that draws a designer that can integrate the needs of the people, possibilities of the technology, requirement of the business. So Parker is the best example. This is what is this? Can someone please explain? Pottery making. Okay. Did you find any innovation? Yes. See, India, we people are innovative since many years. These fancy terms, design thinking, innovation, came into the picture very recently. We are with the innovation since long time. We are doing innovation since long time. Okay. We don't know our capacity. So now we are following all the terms, innovation, design thinking, and incubation and all. So this is also, we can say that, an example of design thinking. How? Design thinking concept come with the three things: viability, desirability, and the feasibility. Viability means ability to survive. Desirability means demand, and feasibility is the solution. So viability is always there. Pottery making is always a viable, plus desirable because it is needed. Still, wherever you will go, how much cold water you will get, but not a single technology can replace the water of these potteries. The pots. Is it? Still, not even you. I understand that in this age, you will not understand this logic. But when you will cross a 35 or 40, you want a pot water at the time of summer because your body cannot survive with that cold water of the refrigerated water. Is it? It shows you a different level of effects. Then at the end, you have to go with the global solution. So this is a perfect example of a design thinking. Survival. It's a desirable and a feasible. How it is feasible? For a person who is earning in crores, he can buy, or a person who is earning in hundreds also can buy this. And the job is same. Okay, the job is same. So this is also a feasible option. Basically, this is called a design thinking. So if we club all these three, desirability, viability, and the feasibility, then you can find a small spot of the innovation. That is called the sweet spot of innovation, where there is a desire, where there is a viability, and where the solution is a feasibility. If you club all three, then your innovation comes up. Is it? So this is actually the design thinking. So this, you can also observe another thing is hear, create, and deliver. You can hear the problem, you can create it, and you can deliver it. But again, you have to go with the previous approach. It should be a desirable, it should be a viable, and it should be feasible. So here, create and deliver linked with your previous requirement. Basically, uh, it's a theoretical saying that while doing an innovation or while thinking about design thinking, you need to think out of the box. What is box? Huh? Yeah. What is box? It's in my language. How I understand design thinking is that box is your mind. Is it? So when you are doing an innovation, instead of mind, you have to think from the heart. That's what is called outside of the box. If you are thinking with your mind, then you will go like a business person. But if you really want to do something innovative, you have to add your mind and heart, and that what innovation will be justified. Yes. So design thinking, get your hands dirty, learning by doing it approach. Get because once you start thinking in an innovative way, you can't even work with the mindset. You have to work on the ground. Then only it will be justified. Then it's a like successful businessmen are making billions. I'll give you examples only. Uh, it's shift the focus from a business centric engineering to a customer centric solution. That's what I said. That with the mind, you have to think with the heart only because This is the business centric. So this level of design thinking, you have to work with the heart as well, because your approach should be customer centric approach. And how you will think like a customer. When you get yourself as a customer, then only you can think about it. So it's action oriented. These are few things. It's action oriented, support stage, focus on the human, develop foresight, is a dynamic in the literature, iterative, promotes empathy, reduce risk, and creates a shared meaning, adaptable process, and it combines the logic and the creative. So basically, design thinking steps. This is the last slide of theory. Okay. Design thinking approaches emphasize it's like to create a meaningful innovation. You need to know your users and about their life. Define definition of a problem. Okay. It is the perfect way to create a right solution. Then ideate. It's not about coming up with the right idea. It's about generating the broadest range of the possibilities. Okay. You cannot say that I came up with the solution and this is the perfect one. No. You have to come up with 10 type of solution. You should not say, no, this is fitting to me. No. Your solution is fit to the customers. Okay. Then prototype. It's about build, think, and retest. Test feedback, test feedback. This is all about the design thinking. So, how can we define? This is a process where emphasize, define, ideate, prototype, test, and again you have to, once your prototype is not successful, you have to follow this process. But basically, this process is not a linear process. It's not compulsory that you have to go ideate and then prototype. No, you can prototype and then you can think. Is it? You can define and you can ideate. So it's a non-linear process. It's not a linear process. It's like when we're talking about empathy, you should think, do, and feel. Okay, when you have said the solution, you have said the problem statement, you have to think what are the solutions. Then feel and do, or you have to do and feel. That is called an empathy map. Okay, define stage, you have defined the problems, means you have to think as per the customer context. It has to define your problem and arrive to the problem statement. You can have a multiple problem statement. Not stick with the one problem statement. You can have a multiple problem statement and a multiple solution of a single problem statement. Choice is yours. Then basically this is a process where you can come up with the proper synthesis. Come up with the proper you have to club the answers, put them into single statement. This is the ideate, and then prototype. So I'm clubbing ideate and prototype. So basically, prototyping is journey is develop, evaluate goals and functionality. So goals and functionality we are defining in the initial stage. Then we have to develop and then we have to evaluate. Okay. So this is the basic all the steps of the design thinking. Okay. You should say design is okay now. Why to go with the design thinking? So this is the steps. This is the difference. Like design versus design thinking is design is always an individual task, but thinking is a task of you can generate only the product, but with the design thinking, when you will follow the entire process, okay, when you will go till the test stage, you can have the experience. You can have the experience too, and then again stand. This is the design thinking. Then basically design, if we can talk, it is a cup of only two type of streams, engineering and art. Okay, but design thinking, a normal person, it can be a tech, it can be a normal human, can do the design. So that makes a difference between design thinking and the design. So come to the best part of the session is this. You are going to learn a lot with these all processes. Okay. So this is, I can say, the top 25 companies, those who opted design thinking in their routine things. This is Apple, Google, Toyota, Microsoft, Procter Gamble, P&G, Nokia, Starbucks, IBM, Samsung, Deloitte, IDEO, Dell, Walmart, Amazon. We are going to cover all these examples in the upcoming slides. So starting with the Samsung. Samsung is having a biggest story in the design team. How Samsung become a part of design thinking. There is no need of introduction. Okay. Samsung itself a awesome brand. Okay. The company is hoping 62.3 billion brand value and fifth in the list of best brands globally. That is of 2022. 2023 list not yet released. Maybe it may go to second or. How did they become a market leader in the technology? Did they have tied up with the aliens? Because if we will talk about early 2006 and 2007, Samsung is sort of average company. Nokia was on the top. When I was studying, if someone want to buy a mobile, they go with the blind eyes Nokia. Now where is Nokia? Nokia is out from the market. They re-entered, but still they are struggling to keep their survival into the market. So how this? Basically, Samsung's diversion towards the design thinking is because of they develop some prototype, they develop some products, not the prototype, they develop some product, they launch, and they face some issues in their products. After that, they decided to go, they hire a design thinking team, they change the entire product, not the entire product, hardly 10%, and those products were successful. Okay, so let's start with Samsung Band's phone. Anyone knows about Band's phone? Samsung Band's flip cover with no external antenna. This is actually Samsung Band's phone. Some people's phone hai, everyone is holding a phone. Google about Samsung's Band's. Come it fast. Once I'll explain, you will understand how it is and what it is. The problem is, he had to think from an engineering perspective, apart from a designer point, and to persuade the engineers to eliminate the external antenna. What did it is? Their design engineering lead created a new X design that provide more space to house a larger and stronger antenna in the device internal hardware. He also used the page that could enhance the signal reception. So previously the antenna was outside. They just introduced a hinge and installed the antenna inside with the better capacity of signal reception. That is actually a story of Samsung Bands. See, it is all, I can say, the Samsung entire story is in Google. You can search even. You can find 10 or 15 examples of Samsung design thinking process. And it's a true story. Okay, if you can search in Google, this total article is published by Samsung people only. And they said that design thinking changed the Samsung like anything. Okay, then flat panel television, a thin metal and gas TV. What is the problem? Providing panels with inner covers for protecting the components, adding to the bulk of inner covers. TV manufacturer would add an external cover, making a final product even bulkier. In panels, you understand the outer, what I can say, body of a TV. Okay, this is the problem. Every time when they are going to deliver a TV, they have to add an external panel. What they did is another strategy indirectly prompt the suppliers to remove the inner cover. The designer and the engineers invented supply chain model for the LCD panel system that would drastically reduce the shipping cost. So all the time, design thinking is not about to change the design. I have taken this example is all the time you need not to change, you need not to work on the tech part. Sometimes you can keep your mind and you can change the system. Okay, you need not to redesign the structure. You can redesign your supply chain as well. This is the example of supply chain design thinking. Then a 5.5-inch smartphone that acts as a smart diary that feature a pen interface. This is called a common model. Okay, I think everyone knows that. Unaccepted by user due to the screen size, as there were no phones in the generation which were 5 inches plus. Okay, the team reframed a small section of the idea and added a hardware feature called the cover. When closed, it would feature the interactive screen, which grabbed the attention of the market. It looked more a pocket diary and it did not so big. I think initial Samsung phone with the pen, everyone I have seen. Yeah. And now, though, no need to say, Note series is famous for that. So, this is the problem, and again come up with the non-tech solution. They didn't even change the design, but they added an smart screen or a beautiful, what I can say, design screen so that it can attract. And pen is the biggest attraction of that model. Okay, and at that time, that is the only phone coming with the pen. So that phone grabbed lots of attention and it became a bestseller phone at that time. So, after seeing all these three of this, you understand that how design thinking was. Design thinking changed as Samsung from in position of 11th to 5th, and it may become second and third in last financial year. So, it is rooted through the minds and transformed into one of the most successful design-oriented company. And if you can check, I'm telling you to go and check the Samsung mobile designs, okay, and the other mobile designs. The change in the, when we all are liking the Samsung phone other than the other company's phone, okay, even the design thinking after Samsung design thinking in a mobile phone or in the electronics is discovered by the Samsung. Okay. So other than your normal software engineer, you can become a design engineer as well. That will give you a higher package than a these software people. And the what I can say target of today's session that you can start your own design thinking. What I can say office or your design thinking startup. You can provide an innovative ideas or innovative solutions to the existing companies. Okay. So this is the example of Samsung. Now coming to the interesting examples other than Samsung. What is this? And another is Honda Active. It's not Activa, it's Honda Active. The story behind Tata Nano car is one day Mr. Ratan Tata is going from the office around 9:30 in the night, and that was a purely rainy day. So he saw many people, many middle class people, they are struggling with these two wheelers. They have to park their cars, and in the Mumbai, it's really very tough during these rainy days. So he immediately next day he called a meeting of the designer team and he said that I need a budget car so that anyone can buy. And then they came up with the idea of a Tata Nano car. So what do you say? This Tata Nano is a success or not success? Hmm? How? How and why? I'd say that this Tata Nano is the best successful car Tata company. Then you will not understand this. I'll tell you how. Tata Nano model is, we can say, a bit unsuccessful. Actually, not. At that time, Tata Nano came up with lots of key. Okay, and initially for 3 4 years, you have to be in the queue to buy a Tata Nano. So Tata Nano itself a successful model. Why it is not able to survive in the market? Because Tata doesn't want to survive this Tata Nano into the market. Because they came up with the new, what I can say, budget-oriented cars. Tata Nano gave them the access of middle class and the lower middle class. They made a dependency on the car of middle class and the lower middle class. They have later on because of technical issues, They came up with the modified cars, but now you can see the best selling car as a budget car is what? Tata Tiago. Modified version of Tata Nano. Am I right or wrong? Just go and stand in your roads, any of the highways. You see, out of 10 cars, 6 are belongs to Tata company. It may be a Tata Tiago or Nexon. Nexon is also a luxury budget car. Okay? Nexon is also a luxury budget car. With this example, they came up into the market. Maybe the Tata Nano may not be a successful innovation, but Tata Nano is a grand success for a Tata company where they are famous for only the Indica and the Indigo TCS at that time, as in like what I can say, these routine moving car, okay, as a cab. But now they are in the routine cars as well, and they are the top. In Tata is like Tata defeated the Honda and the Hyundai both. So Tata Nano gave them a different level of success in terms of innovation, which it is. It's a marketing, it's a dependency, it's a viability, it's a feasibility. Okay, so that is the success of Tata Nano. Now, second, anyone knows about kinetic Honda? It's a very old model, kinetic Honda. Kinetic, it's a different model of this sort of Activa only, but kinetic Honda. Anyone sees that model, kinetic Honda? Hmm? So kinetic Honda, it's bulky model, two wheeler. Okay, and it can be a male dominated model. As in 2005 and 6, more women entered into IT market. Tata marketing team come with the proposal that we have to come up with a model that this Honda team come up with a proposal that we have to design two wheelers that is more feasible for the women. So they came up with this Honda Activa design. And no need to say about the success. Honda Activa came up with a different. These are all XS1 to 5 and all they came later. But the only player in the market for the women's two wheeler was this Honda Activa. In terms of reliability, it will not be cost effective, but reliability will come with this brand. So this is the next example. Oral-B electric toothbrush. What is that? Can you ever think that sometimes one day toothbrush will come with this and you need to keep your hand like this and brush will do his job? It is there. Oral-B electric toothbrush operating with this either a charging mode or with the cells also. Just you have to keep your brush like this. It will move directly and it will clean your teeth. So this technology making us a lazy people. Now we need not to move our hands like this. So this is also an innovation. Innovation with the routine requirement. Okay. So this is there are design engineers of Brand and Lara. They have what I can say designed this oral. Okay. Uber Eats is the successful concept of US, not of India. Uber started their food delivery system. How they have started, it's like they sent their staff to all the bus stops and they have done the survey of their requirements. What you want to eat, what you want to eat, what you are eating at what time you are eating, what is your demand, and then doing all this, they have made a survey, they have made a proper research, and then they came up with the concept of Uber Eats. Initially, they have provided the delivery for only morning 10 to evening 8. Now you can call anytime and you can get a delivery. Like Uber, there are many, Swiggy, Zomato and all. Okay, so this is also a design thinking. At time of ours, we never thought that food will be a home delivery. But now, at a single tap, everything is available at your doorstep. Do you think this is a design thinking? This is an innovative thinking? Like this, you can find multiple problems in your nearby. Okay, life-saving dot. Life-saving dot is, I can say, the invention of India, innovation of India. It's a bindi. It's a, you guys are calling it as a sticker, but it's not a sticker. It's a bindi. Always use word of bindi. That is a perfect word for that. How it is a life-saving dot? That in India, iron deficiency is the always on top in the B wing. So solution come up with the iron dots. So these are the iron dots. When you stick this into your hand, your this part will take the iron strength and supplies to your body. So along with the beauty, you can get the iron as well. When we are very lazy to take the medicines, we Indian women are very lazy to take the medicines. We can't follow the medicines on time. Okay, and I know 99% cases are like that. So this is also an innovative solution. I don't need to talk about this slide. Who's this? Baba Ramdev. Shall I explain about them? See, you ever think कि लौकी का जूस and करेले का जूस will be of that much popular? Just give me an answer. Did you ever think लौकी and करेला will be that much popular? लौकी, करेला, and one more thing is that and aloe vera. Yeah, I'm forgetting aloe vera. Did you before this Baba Ramdev came into the picture? I ever heard about all this? When our grandparents are telling about these all things, we say, "Oh, Rocky, no, bodyguard, who will eat? Only patients will eat." And bitter guard, no, not in like ever in the menu. Okay, but this guy changed the thinking of entire world. I should not talk about India, but the thinking yoga is what? Yoga. We used to do earlier, our parents, grandparents used to do Surya Namaskar. But we all are the new generation. We just forget about all these things. But the entire credit of this awareness, the health awareness, this goes to this guy, Baba Ramdev, the Patanjali product, and they are rocking in the market. Whoever it is, they cannot beat. Now they are coming with multiples, multigrain dalia, bata, everything they are supplying, and they are the king of the market. Now, if you see, people are following them blindly. Why they should? Why not they should? Because they are getting results. By drinking a half glass of karele ka juice, you can able to defeat your different type of disease. Then why not you follow this? And see, no other brand can survive like this brand, Patanjali. You know how much is the turnover? 2,200 crores. That is the oldest figure, I think, of figure of 21, 22. I don't have the current figures. 21, 22, 2,200 crore worth of Patanjali products. So that is the best example of innovation. How? How? Desirability, viability, and feasibility. Cost effective, desirable, and feasible, so it's there. Okay. Now come up with the second example is Maruti Suzuki. We spoke about Tata, but it's really important to mention about Maruti Suzuki as well because the concept, true value, okay, and different type of brand delivering car to your home is started with this Maruti Suzuki only. If you want to sell a car, true value is there. If you want to go with a luxury car, Nexa is there. Okay, commercial. If you want to go with a commercial, so different type of what is sections are available that can be justified customer, that can be what I can say satisfy a customer. That is what I can say the innovation of Maruti. Maruti is also famous for the budget car. Okay, Maruti Alto, then K10, all came into the picture. But what make Maruti sustain in the market is all this combined into one approach center. If you want to sell or exchange a car, when you sell your car in true value, you can buy a new car. So this concept of true value and what I can say introduced from the Maruti only. So go digital, then delivery at doorstep, showroom hygiene. These all are the what I can say brand or the name of Maruti. Next is Neerkal. This guy is a Niranjan. He is an engineer like us only, basically from based on Karnataka. So when he completed his engineering and after his job, he went to his hometown for some vacation. He saw that all the government school students they are drinking water and the tank is too much dirty. What you can do? You cannot make them to clean the tank, but you can do something with the tap. So he came up with a tap called Need Null. This innovation is of 2017. He came up with a different solution in a one tap. Okay, different pH value, different type of pH value. He introduced different level of filter, and initially he is supported by government of Karnataka. Now he is supported by government of India as well. Okay, so he is a successful entrepreneur. I can say tech entrepreneur. Now you can find a multiple story of this. Perfect examples. Amazon. When Amazon came into the Indian market, they said that चाहे तो बस एक बहाना है, मकसद है आपका व्यापार बनाना. किसका व्यापार बनाया Amazon ने? Whom they supported? They supported themselves only. But because of this innovative thinking, we our small sellers are also supported. They got a platform to sell their products in a big platform and in as per their required cost. And now the Amazon is the successful, what I can say, uh, successful platform. Other than the shop news, other than this, all these Mintra, if you talk about Bewakoof.com, if you talk about many of other platforms, Flipkart, we have seen many of these type of platform are available, but Amazon is the successful one. Amazon is still able to survive in the market. Why? Because of the innovation, the innovative approach they have. Innovation is not always about tech innovation. Innovation is about the mindset innovation as well. You can change the approach. You need not to change the entire technology. You can change the approach, then you can get the innovation. These are the few design thinking innovation because we are in the tech part, tech side. You should know about this is a telephone exchange or the old computers. Okay, now you can see the computers are coming with the laptops are coming with the different. This is a basic, the very first, and now you can see we have discussed initially the example of wheels. So this is now what is this? These are the small examples that we are using in our routine. Okay, the slicer with different designs. These all are the innovation. You will be in shock, but these all are the innovation. A different approach to solve a problem. With the option to keep a biscuit. What it is reducing? It is reducing the man efforts. You need not to wash the cup and plate. Wash the cup and it is enough. Done. Okay. Then cutter with the multiple plates. Okay. So this is these are the different of designs. Okay. That can change our routine life. Now I gave many examples. I want to hear few routine examples from you guys. A perfect mindset of what is design. So you can think and you can say that this is a routine design and the approach is changed or the new design came. So just quickly give me 3 or 4 examples. Then in 10 minutes we'll wind the session. Just give me quick examples of the design thinking. Few of the innovation that you have observed nearby, inside your college or at your home or nearby somewhere. Multiple phone charge. Multiple phone charge. Yes. Yeah. Vegetable cutter, chopper, definitely. Yes. Girls from this side, this row. Electric vehicles. Huh? Electric vehicles? Tesla. Tesla. Yeah. The gang of smiley girls. You three, please. What do you think? Any one of the example? AI airport. Mr. Watch? Yes. Many are there. Why we need to think so much? This is also an innovation only. You can see. AI airports. Take a multiple examples. Right? Definitely. Different, what I can say, the trends. Earlier, when you see all the lipstick shades coming in a different. Now you can find a 5 shades in a single lipstick. Have you guys checked it? It's there in DSL mall, just going by. So, yes, guys. Uralink. Alexa. Uralink. Yeah. Then. Biometric attendance. Yes, this is the biggest innovation I must have to say. Not even you guys are what is it, suffering because of that. We are also suffering because of that. Morning paper, every time we have to give the biometric attendance, and that will go to the university portal, university server. So this is also an innovation. A bad innovation, but it is. So yeah. Other than this, if we can talk about the routine innovation, medicine delivery doorstep 1 mg sort of innovative approach. They are not changing the tech part, but what they have changed is the approach. Okay. And COVID is, I can say that COVID is the entire time is a brain of innovations, multiple innovations. On the digital platforms, Zoom, WebEx, they came and they will not allow us to enjoy the COVID work. Okay, so this is all the see innovation. As I'm repeating again, this is innovation is not about the technological development. It is all about the approach of problem solving. How you are going to solve the approach, analytical sort of, or just background approach of problem solving. Like this is a seminar hall I am repeating. You can see the design. It is an awesome design. Okay. And how, see, it can be designed in a different way also. It cannot cover all the angles. But here I can monitor till end and till that end also. So this is what I can say, a problem solving approach with the feasible solution. It is required a feasible solution. Design thinking is having a future. Definitely, it is. Definitely, it is there in future. Everything is on design thinking only because see, we should understand that market is changing like anything. Today you are seeing something, tomorrow the new version will come. Today if you want to go and buy a laptop, tomorrow you can see a new version is available with a lesser cost. Okay, so you have to think into an innovative way. Okay, but along with the innovation, it should be user centric as well. That is what the design thinking plays his role. Solution can be given by anyone, but solution should be a viable, feasible, and desirable. That has to be done by the design thinking approach only. Then design thinking in Atmanirbhar Bharat. Definitely, we are talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat. We are talking about we are making our Bharat from Vikashil India to Viksit India. So definitely, we should know about few of the example of design thinking in Atmanirbhar Bharat. PP industry, as I told you, that COVID is the hub of the innovation. PP industry, okay, grassroots innovation and the rural empowerment. Just I'm telling you, Google about grassroots innovation. You guys will be shocked. What type of innovations are available in our villages, in our country only, that will give you a different level of thinking. Okay, they have innovation, but they don't have tech, they don't have approach, they don't have marketing. Now, if you find any of the grassroots people, just hold them, just help them, and then with their idea, you can start your startup, making them as a partner. That's what the approach you have to take. Just go visit your village, start doing it. Help all the grassroots innovators. Our technological advancement and the global competitiveness, definitely COVID-19 like Covaxin, and these are all the vaccines developed in India. Yet still people are keeping a question mark. But we should not, because all the vaccines, we all are survived. All have taken the vaccine now. We all are surviving now. Then why we are always keeping a question on our, because not even in India we have supplied the COVID vaccine to all over the world. That's what the innovation. That's what the Atmanirbhar Bharat. Then startup ecosystem where I belongs to, and you guys can be a part of this startup ecosystem. Is the biggest example of Atmanirbhar Bharat, and the entire credit goes to our beloved Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, who gave a different rise to the startup ecosystem. Okay, who supported us with the lots of new scheme in the startup that you can start your startup is MSME, Ministry of Education Innovation Cell, with all the startup India Seed Fund scheme, as well as the AIC, other incubation center, the community incubation center. The DST TBI technology business incubator, these all are the example of the startup ecosystem, and all are funded from the government of India, and they are supporting all the startup in all over the country. So these are the startup ecosystem or the biggest example of Atmanirbhar India. Then Niro Foundation used to design a design thinking approach like portable ECG. Then Arvinda Eye Care System, no need to say Arvinda Eye Care System, it's like a common name in South India. It's portable telemedicine enabled device that allows primary care physician to conduct a comprehensive eye examination, and they are running their camp in all over the India. Project Reva, it's basically an initiative by Mahindra Rice Reimagine Waste as a resource to transfer car parts into furniture and home decor. Just to Google about Project Reva, you can find how they are converting the car waste into the, they are using the beautification, and they are developing a different type of products. And what is that? This is basically an innovation. This is basically a design thinking approach. Okay. Then Clean Air Necklace. It is basically a Gravika Labs. The startup name is Gravika Lab. It provides a real-time solution information to the users, empowering them to make informed decisions about their exposure to the air pollution. That is highly needed in Delhi as well as after 1 year in Hyderabad also. We all are the witness of fog in these many like past 20 days. So it is needed in Hyderabad soon. And then mitti cool terracotta refrigerator. It's basically made from the mitti. It's basically made from the mud. It's a refrigerator. So again, we are coming to the old traditions with the pots, with this mitti cool refrigerator. It's a sustainable and affordable solution for rural communities with the unreliable power grids. So come to the conclusion, is the design thinking having a future? It has to be decided by you. I gave you the example of design thinking. Now, from now onwards, if you can see something and you can find some design thinking into that, okay, that is that is the success of this session. Okay, if you see something and you can find this, yes, this is a design thinking approach. What design thinking approach they have applied, that you have to find how they have come up with the perfect idea, then the perfect solution. Okay, design thinking never wants you to change the tech. You can change the approach, and it works for you. Is it? So, design thinking starts from divergence to convergence, and again, I emphasize frame Then again, divergence to convergence to the test. This is basically the approach of design thinking. It's emphasize, frame, idea, drive, and test. It can be linear, it can be non-linear, depends upon what type of problem you have taken, what type of problem you have identified. If you can move your face in this way, you can find multiple design thinking solutions or multiple design thinking approaches in this seminar hall as well. So I'm requesting you while walking, just check how many design thinking approaches are opted by your institute. You can find each and every approach is a design thinking approach only. Just a design thinking. The seminar hall, then I give you example of pen, then I give you example of this bottle, because problem is there, solution is needed, should be feasible. It's a feasible solution. Instead of those plastic water bottles, you can keep this. It's a transparent one that will show you. Generally, we cannot see what are the dirt inside the water bottle. This transparent water bottle will show you the dirt inside the water bottle as well. So you can clean it as per your requirements. Okay, so this is a feasible solution. And how it is related to our economy? Economy means we are not using the waste, we are not creating the waste using plastic water bottles. That saves your nature. Okay, and it can be reusable. So these are the different approach, different terminology you can use or you can think, like how can you change a solution. So while start a walking, just you think about what problems you can change in your class. Just find out 10 problems, go to your principal ma'am or ma'am, your incubation center ma'am, just tell them we want to solve this and just start working on that. If you can able to solve one of the problem, that is the success of the session. Okay. So, conclusion, I can say that when you are starting with the design, you have a multiple things. But when you start with the design thinking, with the multiple inputs also, with the multiple problems also, you can find a single solution, that is a straight line of the design thing. From design challenge to design solution. As I discussed with you about the Indian government schemes, I told you multiple schemes. So these are few schemes of Indian government where they are supporting the startups. And definitely, if you can able to take any of the scheme, like MSME, as I have said, MSME is also initiative of Government of India, where they are supporting all the prototyping stage, so the ideation stage students, that they can convert them into the startups. They are funding. Okay, so different ministries like METI, Ministry of Electronics, they are having their schemes like Tide, like Genesis, they are supporting even tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So different levels of scheme are there where our government wants us to become a job provider than a job seeker. Okay, so still choice is yours. If you really want to become an entrepreneur, if you really want to become a job provider, then just start thinking. You have a time still. There's never been a late. Okay. If you are in fourth year also, if you are in third year also, if you are in first year also, you can start working on your startup. Just take your institute help. They are very helpful. Definitely, they will extend their support. What best? What is the vision and mission, vision of your principal ma'am? Like I'm pretty impressed with that. Still, they want to go with the modification in IIC Institute Innovation Council. So they want to work with the students. So it's humble request to all of you. Please come forward. Work on innovative solution. Come up with the idea. Okay, and if you don't have ideas, still come up. We will give you the idea. Come up with a solution. If you are interested to work as an entrepreneur, just come. We'll help you provide the idea. You have to come with the solution. This is the minimum support we can extend. Max to no limit. Whatever you want, we can help you start your startup, to start your career as an entrepreneur. Because this should be this should happen. It should not be like a session on this Vikashil Bharat. Should be happen after 25 years when you are playing with your kids and when I'm playing with my grandkids. I should say that yes, we have given the session and now I'm happy to be the part of this initiative that my Bharat has become and a Viksit Bharat from the Vikashil Bharat. So thank you one and all. Uh, Once again, many thanks to Informa, for the entire management of Computers Institute, and staff and faculties, students, for meeting me for this 1.5 hour. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the session. Still, you have any queries, just come and meet me. I'll be available. I can even share my number too, so that you can connect with me through your principal ma'am and ma'am. So thank you once again, and be the part of this Vikashil India from Vikashil India to Viksit India. Atmanirbhar Bharat. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am, for guiding and enlightening us about the steps to gain design thinking, which can bring uniqueness in our works. Thank you for explaining how we can solve our surrounding problems with a design thinking mindset. Now I request our principal, Dr. K. Sreenidhi Garu, and our academic director, Srimati Saroja Reddy Ma'am, to felicitate our guest speaker. I hope that you all have enjoyed this session well. I was listening to this session through you, my office. I told you the inaugural session that it's not about attending to the session and leaving this. It's about the motivation that the younger generation need to bring such sessions and to have your own taste. In due course of time, in 2-3 year period of time, the placement cells, providing placement support, all these things will get winded off. The companies are also planning, like already, majority of the companies don't want to do any placement related activities in the institute. They want to have it to be selected through the participation of the student in various activities. Like they'll be sending one form to all the institutes, and then they'll look into the profiles, like your LinkedIn or other profiles, and then we'll start off the profiles from that, and then we'll call them for interview directly. They'll not come to institutes because it's waste of money and waste of time to all the HRs and other people. So in days to come, like the students who are in first year need to think a lot. By the time you come to your fourth year, the placement assistance training, placement support will go up. Like being an engineer, have to be like an engineer. You should not look like as a normal student studying a normal degree course. An engineer has to develop the products and has to do models. So that's the reason why the first initiative taken up by KICT in doing this particular activity in higher education institutions. Actually, it is the initiative of Government of India to do it in all higher education institutions. But KICT has come forward. KICT, you know, All India Council for Technical Education. They govern only the technical institutes all over India. So they only have come forward to start this particular activity in higher education institution. Then comes to the degree courses, right? So you are being given with an opportunity. So think about it, right? And then, as likely said by Madam, by 2047, when we were looking after our grandchildren, if someone of you become an entrepreneur, will be the first person to feel that. Okay, so if an outcome of this session is being achieved, we feel very happy about it. So I want to have all the students. It's not the late. Even if you're in final year, also you can think of it. The college is also ready to provide the facility, develop your product, to design your product. We are there to help you, even to have technical ideas, some technical sessions to go pertaining to your idea. We have relations with various universities, and then even IIT and other people are ready to support us. The only thing is that student has to come forward with some idea or some question. Even if you doesn't have any idea, also as likely said by Madam, if you come, if you are interested to become an entrepreneur, you please come to us. Even with a vague idea, even with a no idea, also we are ready to provide you with a question, and then we are ready to help you out how to solve the question and then how to develop on your own, and we are ready to fund even for that. The management is very happy to fund for that, and then we have even a provision for the development of such products, right? I request the students to think on it and then look forward for the development of your own products, or you can join with some of your friends from this college, another college. Anything is okay for us. Okay, so I request the students to think on it again, and I hope that there will be an outcome that can be seen out of this particular session. Thank you very much. And my heartfelt thanks to Madam and ASC. The Development Institute, which we are raising this legacy many more to happen and you many more of you to participate in this and then club. Thank you very much. I request our director to us again. Morning, one and all. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Shruti. That was a wonderful session. Only the last few minutes I was there attending her seminar. I think it's a fruitful session for young children like you, both young boys and girls. She's been focusing so much on design thinking. I think it is through age we become stagnant. We are not able to think out of the box. But you young people, you definitely can think out of the box. So that's what is needed to bring in new products for Atmanirbhar Bharat. So there were so many examples which she had given. The main example, even in the field of medicine, you can see previously those people who were suffering with kidney diseases, they had to go to the hospitals for 2 or 3 hours for getting their dialysis done. But now you have small equipments which can be kept at home and then they can get it done. So this is beautiful innovation. Previously, we had to go to the labs outside to get a blood test or other tests. Now people just with a click, they are coming and doing all the tests at home. So like that, those new innovations are there. So think out of the box, children. We are there to help you out. Such a wonderful platform you have. You only need to see that you people join like-minded people. What can be done? So a beautiful picture of a coffee cup place there to keep the imagine that it was so nice. It's so simple, but you see, you don't need to have a saucer and separate plate in this one where you keep biscuits there within the cup itself. So those kind of things in our daily life which can be helpful, which makes our life easier. So think and then do. We have a beautiful R&D cell also coming up. People are over here. And through the government of India, the funding will be there and it will help you to become an entrepreneur. Don't think it's only the great people like Adani's or those people who only can be. Adani also came up from a small college like this. Everybody was a student before they become someone bigger there. So no one don't think it is not possible. I cannot do that. That impossible word itself should not be there in your dictionary. Whenever you talk, think what you can be there, and then come up with ideas to your principal or to your HODs or to the staff over here, and then it will definitely help and we'll be the most happiest persons to see some entrepreneurs coming out of our college. So can you all do that, children? Yes. Thank you once again, Dr. Shruti and our teachers who have organized this. And I request the children, I request Madam and also to please come on to the dais to take that. Yes, please.
Great. It's
Before we conclude, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to Dr. Shruti choubey for sharing her expertise and inspiring us. In conclusion, I would like to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks to all our dignitaries and guests for their esteemed presence and to all the students for their enthusiastic participation. Let's carry the spirit of Vikasik Bharat at 2047 in our hearts and actions as we step into the future. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Yes.